morning, Fabulites. This is Angela, and I have got questions for you. Look, and I'm live. I can't even pause the video. I ain't got my questions together, but we about to get them together right now. What opens with the girls finding out that they about to walk, or us finding out that the girls are going to be walking in a fashion show this week, and what closes with us finding out that if one child wins the competition, then the other people will not be able to accept that it was fair and that she works hard. If you guessed Making a Model, Season 1, Episode 5, you're correct. Thank you so much for clicking on the video and sticking around to see how we get from opening and close. I have only checked on my phone. I haven't been on like a real computer, but I couldn't find Making a Model on the TV on the day that it was supposed to be on the TV. And I just stumbled upon it this morning while I was trying to watch my news, AM Joy. That's what I usually watch on Saturday and Sunday. Good morning. Welcome in the chat. If you're watching this on replay, go ahead and drop a like in the comments. You know, we don't take any money here. We can't take any money from you for watching the commentary. I guess I could if I had 1,000 subscribers and it was super chat, but I don't have 1,000 subscribers. So thank you for the like. So like, comment, share, subscribe. We are working on 1,000 subscribers. So if you are one of my charter subscribers, I don't know who you are in the room, I thank you and I appreciate you. You who are in the room broadly listening and watching, I thank you and I appreciate you. And if you're not, what you waiting on? Go on and subscribe. You gonna like it. You're gonna enjoy it. You're not gonna lose nothing from subscribing. Go on and subscribe. Help a sister out. So we open with and I was gonna say that I stumbled upon. I've seen the season finale. I stumbled upon 4 episodes on Lifetime this morning. So I don't know if they took it. I don't know what's going on, but I know I'm gonna do this now, and I'm gonna get to the other ones as soon as I can. Somebody told me if I load up, I load up too many videos on a day, I start getting labeled as spam or something. So I try not to do more than 4 a day. So I got a couple, I got things going on. So we're not going to be able to get all 4 of them up today, but we will. So keep your eyes open for the rest of the episodes. Okay, so we find out that the girls are going to be walking for Dutch designer Georgine. We talk about the 16-year-old Carrington with 700,000 Instagram followers. We see Michaela explaining that she does not have a lot of time to do a lot of social media because she's really busy. So her mother felt that she was throwing shade. And she said, no, I'm just busy. So I don't know. But I mean, it can be intimidating. I mean, to be, paired up with someone who is, extraordinary in that way, is kind of like, oh, well, I have 7 Instagram followers. I don't know how. I probably have about 7 Instagram followers. But even on Twitter, where I'm relatively active, I don't know. But I think I have about, 70, I don't know, 70 followers or something. Follow me on Twitter, Be Fabulous You. It might be 700. But it's not many. I'm not, So, yeah, that child look impressive to me. And we find out later that she has like 1.7, across all of her. I guess she's on YouTube too. So, So we see Lillian has lightened her hair with shampoo. She says, I think she did a home dye, and it turned orange. And her mom and her are going to the salon. Hi, welcome into the chat. We just started talking about Making a Model. And Lillian is crying about being at the bottom. She's so ready to win, she says. She works so hard, so hard. Ain't everybody in there working hard? And she doesn't know what to do. I have to stay me. And if that keeps me at the bottom, then, oh, well. That's what Lillian is saying, because she's about to go dye her hair back. She's feeling very uncomfortable with this dark hair. She wants to be blonde-haired with blue eyes. That's the standard of beauty. That's what I think is going on anyway. So we find out that the girls are going to go see Kinky Boots, the musical. They're in New York, so why not go see a musical? Because Yolanda feels that the girls are still struggling with confidence, and she likes the message of the show in terms of confidence. And also so they can see some performers having fun. Sometimes you just got to relax when you're doing your thing and, let your spirit flow through. So, and they take in the show. She wants them to take in the show and take in the message. Oh, you changed your hair color. you know, she's talking to the group. She's like, oh, you know, take in the show, take in the message. Oh, Lillian, you changed your hair color? I just noticed that. Okay, so anyway, I hope you are as excited to see the show as me. And then the girls sit together and the moms sit together, and there's some whispering because I missed what happened. But I guess, you know, Karen was beating people up to make sure that she could sit down next to Yolanda. I just think that Karen has good social skills and she's focused on what she wants, and she wants to sit next to Yolanda. She's trying to bond and build a relationship. And I just feel like, okay, I don't understand why that's a crime. But some of the mothers are upset because she's sitting next to Yolanda, and they say the proof is in the pudding. Karen is not playing fair. And I'm like, well, I don't know what was unfair, because I don't think she beat anybody or cut anybody or, I don't know what she did that was unfair. But anyway, we see Yolanda tells them about the runway show that they will be walking in, and that they'll be getting walk training from the cast on, so they can learn how to turn up the heat and, have some excitement and some fun on the runway. The next morning at Yolanda's office, the models and the moms are meeting with Miss Georgine, who's the designer. The moms get quizzed while their children are getting fitted. So the girls will be getting fitted. Yolanda asked Lillian about her hair. She said, I was not confident. I told, and then Yolanda's like, well, I told you to give it a couple of weeks, to kind of get used to it. And then the child Lillian said, well, I gave it a whole week. And Yolanda is like, well, Friday to Sunday, that's about 48 hours. And the child said, Lillian said, I tried really hard, and it felt like 2 weeks. It was only 2 days. Well, it felt like 2 weeks. That should count for something. I got to walk around here with this brown hair on my head. We see Yolanda in the interview, and she's saying, you cannot fall apart in this industry because someone changes the color of your hair. If you do, you're in trouble, because you're going to have to be changing stuff all the time. Like, like the core of who you are and your confidence cannot come from the outside in. It's got to come from the inside out and flow out. So anyway, Karen wins on the fashion quiz. And there's some hateration again from Lillian's mom. Michaela is the tallest. Karen, you win. I didn't see it, but okay. You win. Michaela's going to win this week anyway. Like, yeah, it's not attractive. It's not, I know it can be frustrating when you're not winning, and it can be frustrating when things are not going your way, but it's really not, it's not attractive. Now, because Michaela has been the winningest for the most part, we haven't really had an opportunity to see if Karen is a gracious loser, but certainly these other women are acting like their graciousness is kind of limited here. Because the woman took the quiz and she won. You know what? Okay, so we get the strut lesson with the Kinky Boot cast, and they like Michaela. Lillian is turning and doing a lot of sashaying. There's some concern that might not work for the brand that they're going to be representing. Brianna and Athena have nice walks. They say that they need to create, both Brianna and Athena need to create the illusion of height, and they show them some strategies with how they use their legs to create the illusion of height. In Carrington, they're like, well, maybe she needs a little work on her walk. So we learn that, you're selling the designer's image, and they're having a rehearsal with Stefan, who's going to be the art director for the shot. And then a confidence boost meeting with Yolanda with a special guest. Woo! So we see 11 out of 15 wrong. Oh, Lisa got 11 questions wrong out of 15. Karen only had 6. Karen had 6 mistakes, but she still had the best score. One parent says, it seems like Karen is Yolanda's favorite. We see the girls join them, and then Alec Weck comes in the house. Woo! And Michaela is crying in her interview. Michaela is like, she has true melanin skin, and she embraces it. And that opens the door for all women of color. Because Michaela and Athena are, racially ambiguous. We don't know, you know. But Alec Wex, she is not racially ambiguous. At least to us, she looks full African. She looked blackity black, black, black. She looked like she black mixed with black and African mixed with African. And so we see the group, so it was nice to see Alec Wex. And she is so slim. I've often thought that her face is kind of like on the rounder side, and it makes her seem bigger than she is, but she's very slim. They say she's very down to earth, very gracious. She's gorgeous and beautiful and wonderful. We see the group arriving the next morning at the spot where they're going to be doing this show, and Diana is asking questions. You know, they're backstage getting ready with hair and makeup. You know, Diana's child, Athena, is not in the chair. And Diana is like, well, is everybody getting their hair straightened? When you going to straighten my child's hair? Or are they going to straighten my child's hair? And Yolanda is like, well, you know, you just sit over on the couch and wait your turn, and then hair and makeup will get with you. And then Diana keeps asking questions, and Yolanda is not really a fan of that. And then Diane is kind of like, you know, in her interview, she's like, you know, Karen is over there putting on a show. And I don't know why Yolanda is not calling her on her stuff, because Karen is mixing and mixing and mingling with the other professionals. You know, she seems to have strong social skills, and she's just, you know, I don't know. You know, I'm not there, but the way it was edited, I didn't really see what the issue was. Karen is like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a mom. She don't know that the other commentary is being made with her about her, but she's like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a mom, you know. And Yolanda tells someone, you know, to relax and be you, and you got it all. And I thought she was saying that to the whole group, but then Lillian is less like, well, I guess the rest of us don't get a pep talk, you know, because she says that to, I guess, I don't know which child it was before they went on the runway. And then one mom is like, how in the heck did Karen get her behind next to Georgine? Because I guess at the fashion show, Karen is sitting next to Georgine. They need to watch and take notes and study her social skills. She might have some you might be able to learn something from her. Michaela was supposed to be the opening for the first and the second look, but when it comes time to open the second look, Michaela is nowhere to be found, and girl number 2 is like, you know, where's the opener? Where's Michaela? And girl number 2 is Mackenzie, so Mackenzie ends up going first. Michaela, we find out, had red lipstick that had gotten all over her face, so her makeup person was taking it off. I was wondering, because I'm like, they just run backstage and the people get them ready, then they run out. So if something is going on, something is going on. I don't think she was like, oh, I guess I'll go to the bathroom. Oh, I guess I'll go read a book. You know, she in a show. So, and then there's some processing after the show, moms and daughters, and Carrington's mom seems a little bit rough and critical after the show. Like, I know after I do a show, the only thing, if you somebody who's there to support me and somebody who love, and you know, the only thing I want you to say is great show. And then say, if you have any analysis, say that for a long time, because you know, when you on the stage, it's like your heart is out there, you are open and raw, and you don't want anybody to be like, well, your walk wasn't really that great. Not at that moment. Tell me that later, you know. And Carrington's mom seemed a little bit rough to me. Brianna, when we talk about what happened with the show, the people say that Brianna did a good job. They say that Carrington has a good face, but she was a little too robotic in her movement and seemed like it was too planned out. Athena has no height, and the outfit was wearing her. She wasn't wearing the outfit. Mackenzie was definitely the most improved. They feel that she has the look and she has the presence. Michaela has the confidence, the elegance, the warmth, the ease, and she's a natural. Lillian didn't represent the brand, they felt. She was not feminine and will not be on the runway. You know, they're looking at her, they're like, you know, she's probably not a runway girl. It was evident today, but hopefully we can find a place for her. That's what Yolanda is saying. So then we have, at the bottom, we have, okay, so now we have, you know, these are the rankings for the week. So at the bottom, we have Carrington because she was not smooth. She had a calm upper body. She needs to calm her upper body, especially her left arm when she's walking, I guess. But she has followers and we will find a spot for her. Lillian was designed. The designer felt that she didn't represent the brand, so that's why she was at the bottom. In the middle, we have Athena and Brianna. Athena, they said she had the right ambiance and flavor, and Brianna, her attitude and style and courage was amazing. They felt. But they're both 13 years old, and they're short, and their job is to sell the clothes. And because they seem relatively short on the runway, they didn't feel that they did a good job of selling the clothes. Michaela, they say that the designer loved her confidence, and her personal growth has been amazing. And Michaela, oh wait. Dang, that's this other child. Mackenzie, this is probably Mackenzie. The designer loved her confidence, and her personal growth is amazing. And then Michaela, they say that she gave goosebumps when she walked on. It was like she had been doing it for over 20 years. And then the winner is Michaela. So Karen, the supermom, is backstage. And Yolanda's like, Karen, you were a super mom backstage. I felt that you were the perfect temperature. You were there when she needed you, and you stepped away when she didn't need you. And, unlike, Diana, when we had the thing in terms of her hair and makeup and you stepping back, and Diana was like, well, I just asked a question. And then there's some back and forth with Yolanda, and I'm kind of like, I don't know why people be arguing with the people. But anyway, Karen, they say that Karen does things very put on just for Yolanda to see. So then we're back at the house. We have Lillian, who's at the bottom again, and she's been at the bottom again. And then Carrington and Michaela and Lillian are, sitting on the couch, and Lillian is like, oh, woe is me. I'm at the bottom again. Oh, how do you feel, Michaela, to be with these two losers? And Carrington is like, I'm not a loser. I don't know what you're talking about. And Lillian is just jabbing and acting out. She's jabbing and acting out. And then we see Lillian crying in her interview that this was not her week, and Yolanda has someone in mind to represent, and it's not me. The undercurrent is that Michaela is the winner. They've been talking about that for a while. And then we see four moms, and they're talking. They're like, it's fixed. Like, the fix is in, and I never schmooze, and it's unprofessional. I don't think she should be schmoozing. And then Karen and Carrington's mom joined the conversation. And she said, I feel like I am at the Michaela and Karen show. That's what one of the parents say. And the extra time is always spent with Michaela, and they kind of go back and forth and back and forth. And then Karen is like, well, I just think that if Michaela wins, you all can accept that she did it on her own. She works just as hard as anybody else. And then the other mom is like, no, we can't accept that. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's the end of that episode. Welcome on the chat. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. So you're right at the end, so you can catch the playback. So that's it. I told you, I mentioned earlier that I have the rest of the season, and you're welcome. Thank you, Frank G. And I'll be getting back with that as soon as I'll work it in as I have time and space. But today is the best day ever, and you are the greatest. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. There's no fee to be here and watch the content, but I certainly appreciate all of those things which help to grow the channel. And we are working on 1,000 Fabulites. So if you're not already one of the 1,000, go ahead and become a Fabulite. And today is the best day ever, as I said. So you know what you got to do. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. Be you. Be fabulous. Peace, y'all. Be fabulous you. Be you. Be fabulous.